So we're going to make a clear list of everything we make. Are you going to do it? Yes? Are you going to do it today? Spend some time. You are going to spend what you see. Am I right? If you think about it, you are going to spend what you see in your account. The objective is to see less. My objective here is for you to know exactly what your financial picture looks like.
7:45 a.m. Catch me on the morning meetup, hosted by David Shanes.
This whole month, we are having money talks, and I think this is important every few months that we start talking about money. Now, part of what I'm going to say is real game that you need to know. A little bit of this is a sales pitch, but don't worry, it's not going to cost you a lot. But I am going to try to sell you on something, okay? Y'all cool with that? If I try to sell you on something? It's going to be for your own good, and it's not a lot of money. And I know a lot of money is relative, but it's really, no one's going to say it's a lot of money. No one here, okay? But I'm going to try to sell you on something for a very selfish benefit, but it's going to help you, okay? So just write this down if you're taking notes, or put it in your phone, or go on Twitter and text it, like put it as a post. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts. I didn't plan on selling you all something this morning, but I was going through something last night, and I said, this is really, really good. I think they need to know, and I'm going to sell them. So when I came up with the title, this wasn't what I was going to talk about. This is what I'm going to talk about today, though. But every dollar counts, and I need you to know that, and I need you to understand it, and I need you to embody it, because you don't think that every dollar counts. I'm talking to a mentor of mine one day, and was I talking to someone, or let me not cat. Hold on. Yes. It was either that or in a book. Either way, I got the information probably 13, 15 years ago. I think I was talking to somebody. Unless it was in a book, then just don't say anything in the chat. But what he said was, he said, if you ever go to McDonald's, stop them right there. This is even like 12, 15 years ago. I don't go to McDonald's. He said, well, if you do. He said, I do. I like McDonald's. And he said, depending on what side of town you're on, if you get to the drive-through window and you open your door slightly, you can't open your door all the way, but if you open the door slightly and look on the ground, you will notice something depending on what side of town you're on. He said, if you are on a rough side of town, if you are in the hood McDonald's, open your door, look down, and you will see change on the ground. He said, if you're in the hood McDonald's, okay, open the door slightly, look down, you will see nickels, dimes, pennies. Now, this is when people use cash more, so I don't know if it's like that today. He said, but if you go to McDonald's in a well-off side of town, they still put McDonald's over there. They still like McDonald's. You see it's clean. You're not going to see no quarter just laying on the ground in the ritzy part of town. Why is this? He said, where there is no money, they don't respect money. So they're giving the money to the cashier, and sometimes there's a transition where the money falls to the ground, the change falls to the ground. But guess what? On the side of town where they don't have money, they leave it there. Yo, listen, I never forgot it. This had to be 15 years ago I got this lesson. He said, but a wealthy person, if the change falls, they pick up their change. They go get their change. Isn't that interesting? You would think it'd be the opposite way around, right? You ain't got a whole lot. You want to keep all that you got. So if a quarter drops, you got to open that thing, get the quarter. Got to get that. And you think somebody who has millions, they're not going to risk their lives. And this is pre-COVID, pre where everything would kill you. They're just going, they'll just, I need that dime. I'm walking with a guy one time. I remember, and this is like shortly after I heard this story. I'm walking with a guy. We're walking, I think, out the mall, look down, and there was like a quarter on the floor. Now, I saw the quarter. He saw the quarter. This person's very successful, by the way, a mentor of mine. I just remember talking to him. I see the quarter. I'm just walking by because you're not about to think that I need that money. But he kneels down and picks up the quarter, puts it in his pocket, and walks away. I was like, dang, I should have took the quarter. But in my mind, I'm too something. I don't know. I'm too hip hop. I'm too y'all know what I say when I say I'm too hip hop? In hip hop, we lit. What you mean? I ain't picking up no quarters, bro. I'm too hip hop. I've been too inoculated with first off, side note, this don't have a whole lot to do with anything, but it has everything to do with what I'm talking about right now. There's a podcast called Dissect. Okay, I'm going all over the place right now, but there's a podcast called Dissect, the best podcast in the world. And it's saying a lot because I have a podcast and I think it's the best in the world. But I was listening to that one over the last 2 days, and it 100% is the best podcast in the world. It's called Dissect. There's an episode I need you to watch. It's so crazy. The guy takes music, hip hop. This is the transition, how I got here. The guy takes music and he dissects the music, where it's coming from, where these bars originate from, why it's happening. Just do me a favor. Go to the podcast Dissect, and I want you to listen to him break down Jay-Z's song, The Story of OJ. I'm begging you to go watch this. I'm begging you to listen to it. Okay? How many people are committed? Okay, let me find it. Let me find the actual podcast. Oh, I should have it on my computer. It's the most wonderful thing in the world. Okay? I really, really want you to go listen to it. Is that it? Is that Jay-Z's breakdown?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, the thumbnail had a tan background, correct?
Well, I don't know about the thumbnail. On the podcast, the thumbnail is the logo Dissect.
Okay. Yeah, this is on their page. Let me double check.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'll show it to you guys right now. Dissect. The best thing in the world. It's the best thing in the world. This has everything to do with money, guys. Don't trip. All right, let me show you my screen here. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Y'all see it? Let's go find the episode real quick. I think it's I don't know what episode it is. I think it was, did it say it was 9 or something? We're gonna find this because this is too important to our community. I was blown away. And if he talks about the story of OJ, and he talks about money, finances, you see his transition from being a rapper to financial education. It was so lit. Hold on. Just bear with me, guys. Y'all got something better to do? No. Don't leave me. Okay? Don't leave me. Where the heck? It's one of these, yo. Hold on, I'm gonna find the season for you. Yeah, I kind of like how this is broken up into seasons. It's kind of hard. I didn't know that. Pause. Hold on, we're getting closer. I wonder if it's in part 1. I mean, And why should be always season 1? And I should have just, hold on. This was the most. All right, don't do this. It's in here, y'all. All episodes. What the heck is going on here? Did I miss it? Did y'all see it? I gotta find it. You guys, you just gotta wait for me to find it. I'm sorry. Palm Drive Circles, Mac Miller, because I was listening to it in my car today. Well, this morning and yesterday. Unless it's like a Spotify exclusive and it just came from here. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, I'm so frustrated right now. So frustrated. Hey, let me know if I miss it, y'all. I can't see the chat. Did anyone find it yet? Anyone find it in the chat yet?
I found it on Spotify.
It's probably on Spotify. It's probably like a Spotify exclusive because I was listening to it on Spotify. Yeah, I don't see it in here. Okay, drop it in Spotify. You dropped it?
Yeah, I'm about to drop it. Give me 1 second. I'm getting the link.
Okay, good. All right, cool. Just listen to it, okay? Dang, I forgot where I was going, but that was important. That was important, okay? It talks about money and where, like, really people started originating their ideas about money in the Black community. Anyway, every dollar counts, which means we have to count every dollar, or as many of them as we can. I was going through my bank account yesterday, and I saw some stuff that's coming out that I thought I canceled, and I didn't cancel it. It needed to be canceled, but the number was small, so I may have overlooked it. And that is one of my missions today and this week is canceling stuff that I'm not using, or like I don't even recognize the charges. Y'all see some stuff that you go through your account and you don't recognize the charges? Let me tell you what you do, because it's what I do. Nothing. Some of you don't recognize the charges. Like, yo, what's this? And you click and see if there's a phone number or a website. You're like, what's this? And you're like, ooh, I need to cancel that. But do we ever get around to it? We just don't get around to it. Why? Because we don't value every dollar. But every dollar counts, right? Okay. So this is what I like you to do. We are going to make a list so we can see our financial picture today. I want you to write down everything that you owe. Everything that you owe. I'm going to go through some things that I owe, and I'll just share them with you. I owe like $24,000 or $26,000 to my student loans. I should pay them off, right? Cool. Nope, I'm waiting for Joe to clear that, okay? I'm not about to pay it, and then tomorrow Joe Biden says everything's forgiven. Nope, y'all gonna get this $300 a month or $200, whatever I'm paying. Y'all gonna get this. Y'all ain't about to play me. Listen, I'm waiting for Joe, 100%. So I owe that. I owe, and I'm not super clear because my wife handles this stuff and I need to ask her. This is our task for the week. I owe $33,000, I think, on a truck that we have that, by the way, we don't drive. When our dad gets in town, he drives it. So stupid. But we owe more than it's worth. And I'm not super interested in taking a loss like that. I should have just taken the loss and just paid off. Like they gave us an offer maybe like last year, and the offer was $4,000 less than we owed. But I'm like, no, let's just try to find another buyer. And I wind up paying our note of $800 something every single month since then, which means I paid more than the loss I would have took. We're just writing down all of our debts. I'm just telling y'all where I'm at, y'all. Don't judge me. We owe $240 something thousand on our house. We owe that. I bought a car for my mom. I did put a lot of money down, so I only owe like $13,000 on this little truck, Mercedes truck. I think I got it for like 30 something thousand, but my wife drives it. Putting on Turo is I hate Turo. Okay, I'm not trying to drop them off and pick them up and wash them and vacuum them out for $30. It's just for me, it's doing too much. What else? Yeah, so my wife drives that car, but our objective is to trade in that car, the truck that I bought my mom, that my wife drives, and we got it's like a red Range Rover. Trade them both in and get an Escalade because we got mad children and we need something that carries everybody. I still owe like 80 something thousand on my Tesla, which, by the way, they dropped the price like $40,000 last month on the same car. Elon Musk is a terrorist. What's up with him? Why would he do that? He dropped the prices on all the Teslas. This got my joint like 8 months ago. It's crazy. That's crazy. I don't have any credit card debt. I don't owe anything on the Creators Clubhouse, so that's cool, which is really, really cool because if anything ever happens, me and my family will move in there. And listen, it'll be like one of the rooms is going to be our home. We're going to take little bird baths in the sink because we got 2 bathrooms, and we still going to rent it out, okay? You're going to wonder why the fridge is fully stocked because we live there. Just if anything ever happens, okay? So we don't owe anything on that. Me and Donnie owe $550,000 on another building that we have. I don't have time to write it down right now, but this is what I'm going to go through. Trying to think of if I owe anything else. I don't think I owe anybody anything else. Nope. Oh, I do owe 70 something thousand dollars on an investment property in Louisiana, but I bought this guy's. He had a building. He had 2 property. One of them had 2 units. I think one of them had 1 unit, and bought both of them joints for like $75,000 a few years ago. I looked up one of the buildings on Zillow, and they said it was like $130,000, worth $130,000. So that was a good investment. But I owe the money on that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think I owe anything else. So spend some time going through all your debts. What do you owe? What do you owe? I do have a Lexus too, a 2016, I want to say, ES350. I don't owe anything on that. One of my friends is actually renting it out on a monthly basis. So that's cool. But my wife takes the money, so I mean, it doesn't really go on my P&L. You know what I mean? It just goes straight to her account. Yes, but we're gonna spend some time. Let's do it. Okay. Did these 2 months ago, money evaluation every quarter. Absolutely. And we got to do it over and over and over again, y'all. We got to do it over and over and over again, y'all. Okay. So I need you to spend some time today writing out everything that you owe so that you can see it. Now, I'm not going through what to do, but the way I did it when I had a lot of credit card debt, I was listening to this guy named Dave Ramsey, and he said, pay off the lowest balance first. And I thought it was going to be like pay off the highest interest, but like, no, pay off the lowest balance because you get some momentum. You know what I mean? You pay off that little card, cut that joint up, throw it away. And I did just that until eventually I didn't owe anything on credit cards. Now I might owe something now, but it's throughout because I use our cars. My car gets used pretty much every day, but it's a credit card. But we pay it off throughout the month, so it's not like I wait till the end of the month to pay it off. So it's revolving, but we don't have any. I can say we don't owe it. I don't owe anything on that. Okay, so how many people promise? You solemnly swear. to write down everything you owe, because we got to see it. We just got to see where we're at. We got to see our financial picture. Everything you owe to another human being or institution. Yes, that $300 you owe your cousin, it's on the list. Okay? Okay. You guys are going to do it, right? I promise. Plus a spreadsheet. Love it. Love it. We got to get a clear picture. Next up, let's write down what we make. Let's write down what we make. And I know what you're thinking. I make $70,000 a year. No, you don't. That's what you signed your employment agreement. It says it's going to be 70,000 or 80,000, but you don't get the 70, 80,000 though, do you? Not the whole thing. Right? That's still how jobs work, right? You don't get the whole thing. Look, I work for me and I don't get the whole check. Okay, let me be honest with you. So I got set up with ADP, and everybody's on the payroll and everybody's getting paid. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'm checking on my employees, making sure y'all good. And they're like, yo, taxes being taken out. I'm like, yeah, that's how it works, baby. It's America. I'm not getting the money. And I got to pay a tax to pay you. So I have myself on payroll. This is the first time I got an actual paycheck in years. I was furious. You hear me? Furious. I called my accountant, like who set me up on the ADP. I said, yo, they're taking out too much money on my check. And they was like, well, there's you, David. I'm like, well, I don't care. They're taking out a lot. So actually, if I'm being honest, I can be honest here, right? Okay. The amount of money I paid myself, I lowered it. I was like, well, let me just lower it so they take less and I'll just figure out another way. If I need, I'll figure out another way to make some money. But on that payroll stuff, I need to just pay me a little less. It's crazy. But you got to know how much you make, okay, between your job and your business. Now, if you have a job and a business, these should be separate spreadsheets, kind of. Every source of income that you get, I need you to write it down so that you see it, okay? So whatever you get from your job on a regular basis, the check that you get, not your salary, the check. Just because you make $60,000 doesn't mean you get $5,000 a month. That $5,000 is like 4 something. It's like 43, 42. Am I right? Am I right? I was pissed. Y'all know. I was so mad. So you write out what you make. Now, I don't care if you do it monthly or weekly, however, whatever's easiest to manage. I want you to have a clear picture of how much you make from your job, from your business, from your retirement, from your disability. I need you to know every stream of income that you have. All right? When you babysit on the side, there needs to be some accounting. My objective here is to know that my objective here is for you to know exactly what your financial picture looks like. Okay? Okay, what's the tax strategy? Are all your assets in the business name? So I have a few different companies that pay this one company, and this one company pays payroll. I have one company. So Social Proof, my consulting company, the Creators Clubhouse, all those businesses pay one company, and this company pays all of the employees, including myself. So, I mean, if anybody, so your employer is company X. That's the employer. So if Ramon, if you work for me, no matter whether you record podcasts, you do this or that for me, you work at the clubhouse, whatever, your employer is employer X. Employer X is the one that pays you. So if you try to sue me, you have to sue your employer. But this employer ain't got no assets. It's only a company that pays people. So you'd have to sue the company for whatever's in that account. So Anyway. All right, good question. All right. Hey, I am not a financial guru. So actually, I was on the phone with my accountant the other day, and it was like so overwhelming because I got like so many like random companies that do random stuff, and one's a holding, and it's a lot. Anyway, so we're going to make a clear list of everything we make. Are you going to do it? Yes? Are you going to do it today? Spend some time let's just go over the last 4 months, okay? The last 4 months, evaluating every dollar that came in to your household, okay? So 1 was what you owe, 2 is what you make, 3, what do you think the next one is? The last and final instruction. What do you think it is? What you spend. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. You guys are so amazing. Like it's almost like we're in sync, like we are one. You know what I mean? And I like that. We're gonna make a list of everything we spend, every expense that went out of our household, out of our bank account, out of our hands, everything. Listen to me. I do not want you to operate with cash anymore for the rest of your life, okay? Now, do I have cash? Yes. But the advice for you right now is until you get an accountant and a bookkeeper and all that kind of stuff, you shall not use cash for any transaction. I don't care if you got $2 in your glove box, you're going into the gas station to buy a Snicker, keep that $2 right in that little armrest and use your credit card or your debit card. Why am I saying this? Come on, remember, we're one. You know what I'm thinking. You know where I'm going with this. Tracking, records, yes. Because when you take that $2 and you buy them Skittles, yes, the Skittles are delicious, but the $2 are gone, lost, no trace of it, because you're not going to remember unless you have like a little ledger, how old people used to do. Like you write a check. I remember going to the grocery store, my grandma, she'll write a check so a check is a thing, like they used to give out checkbooks to human beings, and you could write a check and give it to the grocery store, and they run this little paper through this little thing to see if it's legit. But my grandma would write a check, and after that, what would she do? It's like you just write out what it's for and all. She was an accountant, baby. So, if you use cash, it's impossible to track these expenses. And I want you to know everything that goes out. Why? Because every dollar counts. The $2 that's in your cup holder, go put it in your bank account because it needs tracking. You don't know how many Skittles you buy throughout the month until you go through it and look at your debit card or your credit card. You don't know how many times you eat Chick-fil-A, which, by the way, Donnie said they put something in the chicken to make it addictive. She said that. I think she's making it up. She compared it to like crack cocaine, which I kind of agree. It's amazing. But I need you to find out everything that went out for the last 4 months. So we're going to calculate all of our debt, all of our income, and all of our expenses. And some of you are just looking at expenses as house, car, insurance, but an expense is anything that goes out. So at the clubhouse, I buy snacks just so people at the clubhouse can have snacks. And I said, Kay, can you just calculate how much we're spending on snacks? You know what I said? We're getting a vending machine. You feel me? Like, Nella, when you come up, it ain't gonna be a whole lot of just grabbing some Doritos or let me just get some cookies. So right now it's cool. You're good right now. But when you see that vending machine, when you walk in and you see that vending machine, just know it's over. Okay, we've had a good run. It's just a few $100 a month on snacks. Okay. All right. Oh, so back to my sales pitch. This is what I'm asking you to do. Okay. I know y'all see me talking about this Acorns account. I really, really want you to set up your Acorns account. Okay? Okay? I'm about to send you a link, okay? Now, there's some selfish reasons behind this. Hold on. I gotta text it to myself. Where's it at, man? Oh, here we go. Okay. There's some selfish reasons behind it. One, I want to make $5. And when you sign up, I'll make $5. Here you go. Okay? But I'm going to walk you through it. When you sign up, I get $5 when you invest your first $5. But also, when you invest your first $5, you'll get $5. Okay? But the second reason is I'm looking to be a major brand ambassador because eventually they got to give me some money for sponsorships and stuff. So here's what I like you to do. I'm about to show you my Acorns account. And this is where it gets really, really good. I'm not selling you on it because I want to make the $5. I'm selling you on it because I've been using it for years and I love it. Listen, take this note if you're taking notes. You are going to spend what you see. Am I right? If you think about it, you are going to spend what you see in your account. Okay. Put it in the chat real quick. Are you going to go out right now, today, and get a steak dinner? If you eat steak, lobster, ball out of control. No? Would you spend, okay, I don't know if they got expensive vegan steaks, I don't know. Would you, right now, today, spend $150 on lunch today? Who's going to go spend $150 on lunch today? Today, right now. No, absolutely not. Not me. Okay. Here's what I'm going to tell you, and it's going to be true for most of us. If you look at your account right now, and there was $250,000 in your account, and someone says, yo, let's go to this nice lunch. I heard there was a spot. You was free. You had time. You're going. Right? Yeah, we out. Yes. $150. I got $250,000 in my account. That ain't including business. That's like I'm up. Of course I'm gonna go, 150. It's a drop in the bucket. But we're gonna spend it because we see it. Here's the question. What if we didn't see it? Or what if we see less? Yes, Monique. See, that's what I love, transparency around here, man. I'm going shopping. Monique said, I'm going shopping. What you mean? What's a $1,000 bag when you got 250,000? To nothing. Well, we spend what we see. The objective is to see less. Let me tell you my cash flow or my strategy, and I got this directly from, I hate that this looks like this. I got this directly from, what's my man's name? What's the guy? My man's name? Grant Cardone. He said, I get cash, but my major objective is to deploy the cash as fast as possible into an asset that I can't touch. Because if I see less, it makes me more hungry to go replenish that account. So he said, I'll take the money, I'll buy some real estate, I'll see my account getting low, and that's when I go sell some books. I go sell some virtual events because I got to get my money back up. But there's a funnel of money going into asset, money going into asset, money going into asset. Because I have less money, I spend less. And because I spend less, I have more to invest. And I'm more hungry. So this is what my life looks like. Where is it at? Okay. I get some money. And when if my account looks too big, I'll go buy some real estate. And then this is my face. I'm sad because I don't have any cash. And then I go work, I go create some content or do a workshop. If you ever see me do a workshop, it's because I'm running low on money. And then I get more money and I deploy it. Now, the cool thing is this part right here has grown significantly in the last couple of years because every time I get some cash, I deploy it. I'll go through a little more tomorrow, it coupled with the message for tomorrow. But y'all go sign up for Acorns, okay? And use my link, okay? Because I'm gonna be a brand ambassador. It only costs you you'll get $5 and I'll get $5, but you got to invest $5. Invest at least $5 today. How many people's gonna do it? Real quick. How many people's gonna do it today? Today. Who's gonna do it today? Who's gonna do it today? Yes, yeah, that's 2. I need 5. Who else is gonna do it? Okay, yes, yes. What I'm talking about, y'all. I love y'all. All right, 9 o'clock. Get the book, read the book. Nella, it's on you. I'll finish up tomorrow.
If you like the video that you just watched, click this one. You're gonna like this one, maybe even more. Click it right now.